Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius 22-2022. Today is strong for sharing and connecting, and the potential stumbling block comes from overreaching. Aim to respect your limits before committing to too many things. Today's strong for seeking activities that engage your mind. While restlessness is possible, looking at things from a balanced perspective builds your confidence naturally. You seem to be on others' radar today, and you can find yourself in demand. Doing your share feels good today, and focusing on stabilizing your social life or handling outstanding or unresolved issues related to friends or projects can lead to good things. Whether you're comfortable expressing your feelings and vulnerability when it comes to matters of love and romance, today's astro weather isn't about to sugarcoat things. For instance, in addition to having Mercury dropping truth bombs in your sign, the messenger planet will link up with taskmaster Saturn, so it's safe to say that you mean business. Sounds silly, but it's a unique hybrid of your emotions for someone, combined with taking your next steps to seal the deal. Also, upon the moon's debut in hypersensitive Sagittarius, the moon will meet with Venus in Pisces via your mystical 12th house of secrets. Are you ready to unleash the floodgates? How can you present yourself in a manner that has a lasting impression? With Mercury in your sign sextile to Saturn today, you may find that certain conversations can leave you with a taste in your mouth. As you introduce your opinions and ideas on and offline, you should consider the long-term implications. Making a statement that allows you to stand out in your professional network could go in several directions. Since Mercury can be either assertive or aggressive in your sign, you should think before you speak today. Tone, turf, and timing can be crucial. You are not by nature a person to hang on to the status quo, but today new information could come your way which seems radical even to you. Nonetheless, it's likely to bring out your innate sense of adventure, and you might embark on a new phase of financial exploration that opens up more doors for you than you would ever have expected. Modern technology could be involved in some way. Be prepared to embrace a new cycle. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. You're noticing all sorts of tiny details that would ordinarily pass you by, and should try to get more and more of them down in a sketchbook or notepad as the day progresses. Don't forget them. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. Today, you might feel more competitive than usual or more focused on your future goals. Take advantage of the circumstances because anything that brings you closer to your goal is a good thing. Close your eyes and imagine yourself 5 or 10 years from now. Where do you see yourself? Allow yourself to dream a little. Everything you dream of will come true more easily. Consider making a note of your ideas. On the financial side, no problem is emerging. This does not mean that you can succumb to all your desires. You will have to be particularly careful if your temperament makes you prone to spending money. Indeed, the stability of your bank account could crumble as you succumb to your temptations. Set yourself a limited budget for all pleasure spending and compulsive shopping. If you hit that cap too quickly, you'll know to fix it fast. You may be especially sensitive to the moods of others, and today they could be a bit testy. It could be hard to get things accomplished with all the yelling and screaming that's going on. This is definitely not an environment conducive to deep thinking. Do your best to stay completely out of the fray and focus on what you need to do. The yelling is likely to subside by the end of the day. Your love of romance will be heightened on this day. If you're sheltering in place someone special, this can be a terrific day to lock yourself away with your love for a close and intimate time together. If you are single, you are sure to feel more motivated to make the first move on someone you have been interested in. Despite social distancing, you can still be remarkably creative about dating. You're sure to enjoy yourself a great deal with this essence happening. You will find that there are some exciting group activities in your neighborhood today, and you can channel a lot of energy into special projects connected with organizations or possibly smaller groups of friends. This will involve information gathering or making many phone calls to people with something to offer. Your enthusiasm is rising, as is your physical energy, so get ready for a busy day. Our eyes in the sky. There is a lot happening at once with today's transits. A strong pull between air and fire has its hand in moving things forward in a practical way and jumping into things courageously. Remember that everyone thinks they're right at this time. There is a conviction in the collective that can go either way. Pay close attention to the news you receive over the next few days, and don't give up on your dream. With plenty of raw and real conversations going on, you might come to a conclusion that you have needed to see and understand for many years. This sentiment is brought to you by the minor connection between the Sun in Libra and Neptune, which is retrograde in Pisces, and by the North Node of Destiny. Emotions could be erratic, forcing us to see relationships from a different perspective and allowing us to be more selfish when it comes to partnerships. Never compromise your needs and desires for those of others. This could cause a complete change in direction for your internal compass. Above all else, we are aware of the fleeting nature of time, and seek to use our energy deliberately to make a lasting impact on the world. This is a good lunar period for practical work that benefits from a slow and steady approach. We should, however, be cautioned not to identify so closely with our professional aims that we lose sight of our overall happiness. Beware depressing and negative self-talk, or falling victim to the trap that your worth hinges on your productivity. In the morning, the moon forms an uplifting sextile with Jupiter in Pisces, indicating that we have big dreams and we know that a sensible approach will enable us to achieve them. Although we might equate success with wealth and influence under the Capricorn moon, the sextile to Jupiter offers a more compassionate lens, enabling us to recognize that real wealth lies in creating positive change in our communities which will endure into the future. By setting up efficient structures, we create platforms for powerful manifestation magic, paying good fortune forward and helping others see their dreams become realities. The desire to write down your thoughts on a subject you've been either thinking about or possibly even researching could come upon you today, even if you don't try to do any more with it than post it on an internet news group. If you've been thinking about trying your hand at a magazine article on this or any subject, this is the time to get started. Your mind is sharp and your self-expression free-flowing.